in this next exercise, we must use integration by parts to find this indefinite integral. Here you can see a product of two functions. One of them will of course be f, the other one g. To figure out which is the derivative function, we use of course this rule. We can see that we have no exponentials, but we have two polynomials, so we must decide which one will be derivative, and we must choose the one with the higher power to be the derivative, so we will have g prime. Now let's just write out f and g prime. F is of course 2y minus 3, and g prime is of course 1 minus 4y to the 15th power. And we need f prime, which is just 2, and g, which is a bit more difficult, so let's just calculate it over here. Of course, we need the integral 1 minus 4y to the 15th power dy, and here we can see a linear function of y with negative 4y, so we will have to divide by negative 4, and the rest of the function is just x to the 15th power, the antiderivative of which is just x to the 16th power, so we will have to the 16th power divided by 16, and of course inside we must write our inside function 1 minus 4y. And let's not forget our constant of c, and our function g will then be negative 1 over 64 times 1 minus 4y to the 16th power. And now we have this product here, so let's take this product f times g, that being 2y minus 3 times negative 1 over 64 times 1 minus 4y to the 16th power, and let's subtract the primitive function of the product of these two, which will be integral negative 1 over 32 times 1 minus 4y to the 16th power dy. And I ran out of space, so let's just continue. Here, the first term, we can leave it as is, 2y minus 3 times negative 1 over 64 times 1 minus 4y to the 16th power. And here we have this integral, and we can factor out this negative 1 over 32. With this negative, it gives us plus 1 over 32. And here you can see that the rest of this integral is very similar to our previous integral, so we will just have to divide by negative 4, and the only difference is this 15 becomes a 16, so this 16 in the solution will become 17, so we will have 1 minus 4y to the 17th power divided by 17 plus our constant c.